Hello to all the participants of the IASA's Global Summit. And I am Marlon Maglipas from FEU Institute of Technology from Manila, Philippines. Our unit, the Student Activities and Development Unit, is a premier provider of holistic development training, leadership training that produce effective and dynamic leaders of our society. Through the years, our unit has been closely coordinating with a lot of recognized student organizations and the Student Coordinating Council in producing different activities that will really empower and develop the leadership skills of our students. And one of those institutional activities that we've been conducting for many years, we call it Technology Festival for the Information Technology and Engineering Convention, an academic activity brought by the Student Coordinating Council in partnership with our unit. We have different objectives in conducting this activity. We really want to celebrate the latest trends in technology, focusing on Internet of Things, artificial intelligence. This activity also showcases exceptional case studies and theses of the students of our university. It also encourages academic competence among students and interest for relevant fields of study. This activity also promotes the culture of research among tertiary students and professionals in the fields of engineering and technology. Lastly, this celebration highlights different related studies and researches that have emphasis on the given theme. The first time we conducted a Technofest was in 2014. The Student Coordinating Council and the Student Activities Unit worked together to produce this kind of academic activity. The following year, in 2015, we continue to showcase and promote the different projects of our students. As a result, even the officials of the university also attended and personally witnessed how students who are really eager to produce different projects that have impact in the society. In 2016, we continue in conducting this activity, and for the first time, we were able to open this institutional activity, and it became a national activity that invited engineering and information technology students in the country. And in 2017, the first time that we were able to have a theme for this conference to make it more impactful. So we included this theme, Rebuilding Resilience through Technology, emphasizing the role of technology in our society while rebuilding resiliency. We were inspired. The reason why we continue conducting this activity, and we challenge ourselves. The reason why in 2018, we were able to produce the first international Technofest for the new theme, Fortifying Technology and Human Values in Achieving Sustainable Innovations, because the organizers strongly believe that technology must be equated with the human values, because without human values, we weren't able to achieve sustainable innovations. And in 2019, we had the 6th National Technofest with another theme, Sustaining Innovators in Tech. And the meaning of tech is technology, education, community, and human development. On its 7th year, some of the pictures of the 6th National Technofest. So that was in our gymnasium, the common place where we conducted our Technofest. And during this year, our keynote speakers were one of the senators in the Republic of the Philippines and from the US Embassy. On its 7th year, with another team, Innovators Transcending Breakthroughs in the 4th Industrial Revolution, focusing on the successes brought by different innovations and of course with the influence of the fourth industrial revolution. Of course, we cannot ignore the fact that in 2020, we were disrupted by the pandemic, but the whole organizing team were challenged and became motivated to make Technofest another huge success. The reason why from a single conference, we were able to have different sub-activities like the following. So prior to the actual conference, when we move it, we had the Computer Studies Conference last June 24, 2020, focusing on computer studies programs. We also conducted Engineering Summit last July 31, 2020. And we also included an idea pitching competition, the item I create, wherein we encourage the tertiary students and even the senior high school students to come up with different ideas and eventually will turn into actions or projects. So it's very fortunate that you were able to conduct this Technofest for the first time virtually. Okay? And on its 8th year, we have this second time we will be conducting this activity virtually, the 8th National Technofest 2021, with a very timely theme, innovations as the new frontier of sustainable development. So we were able to conduct it. The first part was last April 26 to 28, 2021. And again, the organizing team, we challenged ourselves, we were motivated, we were inspired to make Technofest really brings impact and output-based education. The reason why we made it in a whole month activity, so the 8th National Virtual Technofest Technology and Innovation Month with the theme Innovation as a Theme Frontier of Sustainable Development. So from a 3-day conference, it is now a 1-month conference for us to bring the positive effect in conducting this kind of academic conference. So we had it, the best projects or the best the thesis of our students last April 26 to 28. Then next on May 7, the item I create and the item Salixico Research Congress. We also have on May 14 to 15 the call for papers and some of the academic competitions initiated by the academic organizations in the university will happen on May 17 to 22. And the last activity of the 8th National Technofest will be May 28 to 29. And these are the plenary talks from different experts, speakers in innovation and technology. For 8 years, yes, it's been a tiring years, but we have to continue and we have to make sure we accomplish the objective of conducting Technofest. But we were able to accomplish a lot of things in conducting Technofest. And what are those? What did we achieve in conducting Technofest? First, we were able to empower the different recognized student organizations led by the Student Coordinating Council in conducting activities with impact and purpose. Students in the lower level who attended Technofest became more aware about the thesis. They already have enough ideas on what kind of project they will be doing in their higher years. Number 3, students who engage in Technofest became aware of producing projects that solve problems in the society. In addition, the whole university became more supportive in co-curricular and extracurricular activities. So we see the positive impact of conducting this conference. Also, the organizations were challenged to innovate their events year after year. Technofest became the benchmark activity, and most of the student organizations were inspired to produce their activities in producing best projects or activities. And lastly, students expanded their network by partnering with different stakeholders. So one of the basic things that we teach in our student leaders is to produce network, to make, to engage with the right people, with the best people, because When they go out of the school, they need to know the right people that can people who can really help them in terms of their career. Aside from that, we believe that we were able to introduce some of the 21st century skills that they need when they become professionals in the future in terms of complex problem solving, critical thinking, creativity, people management, coordinating with others, emotional intelligence, judgment and decision making, service orientation, negotiation, and their cognitive flexibility. We were able to make students realize that these 21st century skills are essential and very, very important. With that, I hope you were able to get some information about the Technology Festival organized and initiated by the Student Activities and Development Unit of FEU Institute of Technology. For that, thank you very much, and I am Marlon o Maglipas.